everyone. My name is Oliver Stelfox, and welcome to the 73rd episode of Sessions in Place. And today we are with Jessie Thoreson and the Crown Fire at R90 Lighting, which is a Seattle concert and event lighting design area. So if you have any need for those things, hit up Joe Cool at R90. Anywho, if you're asking yourself, what is Sessions in Place? Well, I got news for you. We are an award-winning concert series that's live streamed every Saturday since April 11th, 2020. And we stream to Facebook and to YouTube. And we do this because we believe live music is a lovely thing and music is essential. And if you also agree to that, great way to support us is through Eventbrite. Eventbrite, what it does is if you buy a ticket, it actually gets split with the band, boom, with Sessions in Place and the Fremont Abbey. Fremont Abbey sets up all these ticketing links, so gotta throw some Skrilla their way. And another great thing that you can do is on Venmo, donate at least $5 bills. And then a great thing actually is today we'll be giving away this t-shirt. The anticipation, I know, is killing you. Perfect. So I'll be giving away this t-shirt to one of you that donates $5 at the very least. And I will be picking one person, and I will be announcing it at the end of the show in the chat, because this is a pre-recorded session and I cannot say your name on air because, like I said, it is pre-recorded. Wham bam. So, another great thing actually is that if you would like to have one of these beautiful soft enamel pins, you can go onto Venmo and just give us $10 and then type in the comment SIP pin, and we will get your address and send you one. We'll also give you a sticker because we love you. Anywho, if you want to support us monthly, we have Patreon, and you can, there's 3 tiers. You can choose one, whichever fits your fancy, and then you get access to the rest of the remastered videos, because if you didn't know, we actually record all of the cameras independently and all the audio multi-track so that we're not bound to what we do live or in these recorded sessions. So we can make these beautiful music videos, 3 of which we put onto YouTube eventually. The rest we put onto Patreon eventually as well, and you will get access to those. Also, you'll be listed in the credits. If you're watching this on Facebook, we ask that you follow, like, and share our posts. Check out the event calendar so that you can anticipate the acts to come. And also maybe start a Facebook watch party with whomever you want, whomever you are acquainted with. That'd be a great time. And then if you are watching this on YouTube, we ask that you subscribe to us on YouTube. Set that reminder bell so you are notified when we do go live and when we do post those remasters. And then if you could share that YouTube and that Facebook stream link onto your timeline so that people that you are affiliated with can see the beauty and gorgeousness that this is. The last thing I'm going to request of you is that if you're on Instagram, take a picture or a video of yourself watching this live stream and then post it up to your Instagram stories and then tag at jessie.thoreson.music, as well as Sessions in Place, so we here can see how you at home are watching this. Now, if you're asking yourself, Oliver, you really talked very fast, and I have no idea how to get to any of those links. Well, I got news for you. It's very easy. You can go onto our Instagram, which is Sessions in Place, and then what you do from there is go into our bio. There's a Linktree link. Click that. The topmost link will be the Eventbrite ticketing link, as well as all the other links that I have stated. But like I said, the Eventbrite ticketing link is the most important. Now, grab a glass of whatever's helping you cope with this time apart, and let's enjoy Jessie Thoreson and the Crown Fire together.
up with the moon. You live for the limelight that fades with the night. You're surrounded by people telling you it's alright, you can go out, get lit up and run with the wolves. But the memories you make, you won't remember it all, because stars has settled between your head and your heart. And I know it's rude to meddle, but this running with the devil has been tearing you apart, tearing you apart. Has settled between your head and your heart. And I know it's rude to meddle, but this running with the devil has been tearing you apart. Your eyes used to twinkle, now they're dulled by the booze. The company you keep keeps you up with the moon. You live for the limelight that fades with the night. You're surrounded by people telling you it's alright, you can go out, get lit up and run with the wolves. But the memories you make, you won't remember it all, because stars has settled between your head and your heart. And I know it's rude to meddle, but this running with the devil has been tearing you apart, tearing you apart. Thank you so much. We are Jessie Thoreson and the Crown Fire. This song is called Fossil. We scrape, bend, we chip away, we stumble over rocks in the light of the fading day. Not sure what we came here to find, and we come up empty-handed every time, every time. Some may think our quest is petty, but I got some stories to tell you if you'd let me. Don't always see what we came to see, but there's always plenty of fossils underneath. Those birds and dinosaurs and long gone palm fronds uncovered once more, eagerly reaching for the sun, although we know their living days are done, are done. As I run my fingers over the stones, my mind slips back to a time that I do not know, when horse tails are as big as trees and the scent of flowers didn't grace the evening breeze. Oh no.
Thank you so much for being here. And thank you to Sessions in Place for having us. It's a real treat. We've been watching a lot of these videos and are in awe of them, and so it's an honor to finally be here ourselves. This song is called Wildflowers. And these 3 songs, in addition with a lot of the others we're about to play, are on an album that we have just released. And so if you'd like to listen to them again after today, you can. In this video and also on Spotify and Apple Music and iTunes, wherever you get your music. Though his attention is tempting at times, he's just a bull thistle in your side. I can't believe how long you've been blind. He's got a hold on your whole mind. He's like poppy in your mind. He's like foxglove, stops your heart for a while. He's like poppy in your mind. He's like foxglove, stops your heart for a while. Now forgive him not, though he's got breakfast on the table, hot water in the teapot. His kind gestures seem just fine until you realize you're just gonna owe him one next time, next time. He's got a knack for being chivalrous. He'll try and win your heart over with some wilted primroses. You know that his presence is poisonous, but dear Heather, I know that that's hard to confess. He's like poppy in your mind. He's like foxglove, stops your heart for a while. He's like poppy in your mind. He's like foxglove, stops your heart for a while. Dear Heather, forgive him not. He's got breakfast on the table, hot water in the teapot. His kind gestures seem just fine until you realize you're just gonna owe him one next time, next time, next time, next time, next time, next time. You can't picture yourself apart. He's like poppy in your mind. He's like foxglove, stops your heart for a while. Now, dear Heather, forgive him not, though he's got breakfast on the table, hot water in the teapot. Those kind gestures seem just fine until you realize you're gonna owe him one next time, next time.
You're listening to Jessie Thoreson and the Crown Fire, and I gotta say that this is freaking rad because, well, not because, but one of the becauses is because I had the luxury of seeing you perform in my apartment for Sit Down, Be Quiet, and Just Be, which was basically the baby 2 Sessions in Place. And now I'm seeing how those songs that you played there and then, how you've really made them to what they are now. And it's really beautiful. It's really amazing. So thank you for that.
It's a pleasure to be back in your space. It's gotten bigger and there are more lights and more cameras.
Oh, yeah. That's the way it works sometimes. And, of course, we have Sessions in Place alumni with Paul Rhodes back there in the drums. You might remember him from such acts as Public Pool, who was also here at Art 90. So if you're asking who's Public Pool and what's Art 90, I think what you should do is go and watch that live stream that happened on our platform, so on YouTube or Facebook. Just a little shameless plug there. Oliver out.
This song is called Aftershock. It's about an earthquake, but it's actually about relationships because they have a lot of things in common sometimes. I'm waiting for the aftershock to shake my bones again. It's been 2 damn days since the quake first struck, and now I'm waiting on the world to end. I'm waiting for the aftershock to shake my bones again. It's been 2 damn days since the quake first struck, and now I'm waiting on the world to end. The seismometer needle paints a frantic picture as the words leave your mouth. My heartbeat mirrors the quickening tremors. You say it's over, then you slam the door. Well, now my heart stops, and then it crumbles with a brick and mortar. Oh, I'm waiting for the aftershock to shake my bones again. It's been 2 damn days since the quake first struck, and now I'm waiting on the world to end. I'm waiting for the aftershock to shake my bones again. It's been 2 damn days since the quake first struck, and now I'm waiting on the world to end. It'd save me the trouble, it'd save me the time if you just tell me when you plan to walk right back into my life. For now, I'll inventory rations, make all my preparations, settle debts, and pay my dues. And then I'll wait for you to crash back through. Shock to shake my bones again. It's been 2 damn days since the quake first struck, and now I'm waiting on the world to end. I'm waiting for the aftershock to shake my bones again. It's been 2 damn days since the quake first struck, and now I'm waiting on the world. All right, we got a couple more songs for you guys, and then we're going to take a little intermission. This next one is called Pity Party. And like I said, all the songs you've heard so far, and these next 2 are on an album that we have released as of a couple weeks ago. So go and take a listen to it. It's called Round River by Jessie Thoreson and the Crown Fire. You can find it on all streaming platforms. And this one's called Pity Party.
bubbles burst in the aftermath. You need a whole lot of hope or a whole lot of tenacity. Knives sever and stars shimmer and long eye contact makes me shiver. Will the clock catches my eye? It's like a time bomb ticking till sunrise. Oh baby, this night's going on too long. I've got pages and pages of unspoken love songs. Well, small matters are like fractal patterns. They go spiraling out to no end. Paint chips and figures form and the ground starts talking. I listen like never before. Your scars, are you still seeing stars? It's a long way up from here, but the sun's still shining, fractured light like a diamond, and all my demons disappear. When the alarm's been triggered, the warning bells are ringing, and it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more minute to round that corner, and I'm stone cold sober. Well, small matters are like fractal patterns. They go spiraling out to no end. Paint chips and fissures form when the ground starts talking. I listen like never before. Before, so sore, so bored, and so poor. Before, it's just like before when I was so sore, so bored, and so poor. Pour me, I baked a whole cake and no one came to my pity party. For me, it's a full-fledged allergy and you're my epinephrine IV. Burst in the aftermath. You need a whole lot of hope or a whole lot of tenacity. Knives sever and stars shimmer and long eye contact makes me shiver. Well, the clock catches my eye. It's like a time bomb ticking till sunrise. Oh baby, this night's going on too long. I've got pages and pages of unspoken love songs. Well, small matters are like fractal patterns. They go spiraling out to no end. Paint chips and fissures form when the ground starts talking. I listen like never before. Paint chips and fissures form when the ground starts talking. I listen like never before. Paint chips and fissures form when the ground starts talking. I listen like never before. Talking, I listen like never before. So this is our last song before the intermission. It's called Round River. It is the title track of our album. And it's about an essay by Aldo Leopold called Round River. And it's about how we're all just in a big river that's a big old circle going around, so you're no further ahead than anyone else, no matter how hard you paddle. Take it away, boys. On upright bass, we got Pete Bush. You're all applauding out there, I know. And on the drums, we have Paul Rhodes. And on the fiddle, we got Joey Gish. Making the camera folks work. floating down round river in my big canoe. I lost my pedal some time ago, now I've nothing left to lose. This gentle breeze is pushing me, I've been floating with the cotton from the cottonwood trees. My heart is set on the miles ahead, but I've little intention on getting there yet. Spots on a map left to explore, and there's little wild country to be young and any boy. But when your pedal's lost and your mind's forgot where you've come from and where you've been, it feels like wild, wild country all over again. I'm floating down round river in my big canoe. I lost my pedal some time ago, now I've nothing left to lose. This gentle breeze is pushing me, I've been floating with the cotton from the cottonwood trees. My heart is set on the miles ahead, but I've little intention on getting there yet. Now go as fast as you please, but I can't promise that you won't get there quicker than me. And when I meet you on the other side, try not to act so surprised that you missed out on all the river in between. I'm floating down round river in my big canoe. I lost my pedal some time ago, now I've nothing left to lose. This gentle breeze is pushing me, I've been floating with the cotton from the cottonwood trees. My heart is set on the miles ahead, but I've little intention. I'm floating down round river in my big canoe. I lost my pedal some time ago, now I've nothing left to lose. This gentle breeze is pushing me, I've been floating with the cotton from the cottonwood trees. My heart is set on the miles ahead, but I've little intention on getting there yet. Thank you so much. We're going to go to a quick intermission, but stay tuned because we'll be right back with some more music.
It has been a weird time to be creative. I think particularly because there has been such little external stimulation. It's been harder to find the subtle things that creep into your creative consciousness, like little interactions with strangers that can spark poetic thoughts that can turn into songs, or like listening to live music that inspires new thinking about how a song can make you feel. All the external stimulation this past year has been very big scale, like realizing capitalism is fucking us up in a fundamental way, or understanding that the genocides we read about in our history books are integral to the way our systems are structured and functioning today, or realizing that literally millions of people around the world are dying from the coronavirus. There is poetry and song potential in those kinds of things for sure, but it's hard to find the nuance. It's easy to be cliche. Everything just feels so big and so sad. I think that has been the hardest thing about being creative during this time, the lack of nuance. I miss small things. Looking to the future, it's the small things that I am really the most excited about. One of the small things, the little bits of joy from this past year and a half, was working on this album together with Paul and Pete and Stuart and Joey. It was a tangible thing with checkpoints and attainable long-term goals, and it necessitated creativity. It was a relief and a joy to have something to work hard on. We started recording this album in January 2020, so by accident almost all of the recording and production process happened during the pandemic. It all took place in a living room and a bedroom and a basement in a couple different houses in Seattle, as the recording process took more than one lease term. We were hanging blankets on mic stands to make little DIY recording booths. We put room mics in the kitchen to get some wacky room reverb sound through the walls. Sometimes we were next to a busy street, so we often ended up stopping takes to let a fire truck drive by. It was a lot of trial and error, a slow process, but it was comforting to be in each other's company, actively working together, and all of us had nothing but time. The album is called Round River. I wrote the title track, Round River, when I was reading a Sand County Almanac by Aldo Leopold while backpacking in the Cascade Mountains. These mountains are a place where I find creativity often flows smoothly. Maybe it's because those poetic subtleties I was talking about are really present out there. Or maybe I just happen to look more closely at things in general when I'm out in the woods. Round River is the name of an essay from that book about the idea of progress and our relationship to the natural world. The metaphor of a round river is that no matter how hard you work to paddle forward, everything is cyclical. In the end, you may not end up being any more ahead than someone who is simply drifting along and letting the current push them. This song attempts to capture the feeling of being okay with drifting calmly. It is the feeling of being confident that your life will be full, interesting, and meaningful without needing to feel the stress and strain of progress. The process of putting out an album is a real test of this concept. There are overlapping deadlines, expenses, and moving parts, and all of that numbing logistics takes place while you are trying to present your delicate, newborn, creative baby project to the world. It is a very strange dichotomy. I think the key is to allow yourself to be playful. Playing is so much more fun than perfection, even if that is challenging to remember. I hope that the playfulness and joyfulness and tenderness that I felt with this band while making this record comes through in the music. I hope it can be one of those joyful subtleties that is starting to sneak back into your life.
Welcome back, each one of you. If you're just joining us, you unfortunately have missed the first half, but consider that okay, because even though this is pre-recorded, we are all live in the chat, and you can do that with us. It's a great thing. You know, maybe Jessie's saying something in the chat, like this. Maybe she's saying this in the chat.
Thanks for listening.
She might say thanks for listening. That's a possibility. Speaking of Jessie, I want to remind you at home to go and listen to that Round River album. Just came out, and you would do yourself the biggest honor of listening to it. So do that, and do it as much as you can, because it is beautiful and glorious. I also want to remind you, people at home, that we have an Eventbrite link, which is a ticketing link for this session. So I ask that you go and buy one. It's very easy. You go to our Instagram, go to the bio. There's a Linktree link in there. And click on that, and the topmost link is that Eventbrite ticketing link. And then buy as many as you can, or will. That'd be great. It goes to us, Sessions in Place, the band, as well as the Fremont Abbey, who sets up these ticketing links. Now, if you are on Venmo, a great thing for you to do is donate at least $5. And one of you people that donate $5 will be receiving this t-shirt right here. And I will be announcing it at the very end in the chat who the winner is, and then I'll get your address and I will eventually send it to you. This is a terrible display of this t-shirt that is beautiful. Here you go. Look at that. That's better. There you go. Anywho, another great thing is that we have these amazing soft enamel pins that, man, I just want to get a great angle, and I wish that you could see how great these soft enamel pins are, but that's okay. They're right here. Wait, you can see that. Anywho, if you donate if you donate $10 and then type in the comment SIP pin, we will get your address from you and send it to you. Now here is a close-up from Brent James Driscoll. Is that good? You like that? Okay, that's enough for this. I was gonna say, this isn't OnlyFans. Anywho, moving right along. So if you like what you saw just then, a great thing that you can do is go on Patreon and consider becoming a monthly supporter of Sessions in Place. There's 3 tiers, and you get things like being listed in the credits, as well as seeing the rest of the remasters. We post a few to our YouTube channel, and the rest you get to see as Patreon supporters. If you are watching this on YouTube, subscribe to us, please, I beg of you. And then also set that reminder bell, as well as see all of the content that we posted, because like I said earlier, this is our 73rd session. There are 73 other sessions with a bunch of other remasters to check out, so do that. If you're watching this on Facebook, I ask that you follow us on Facebook, as well as check out that event calendar so you can anticipate the acts to come. Now, another thing that we ask of you is to share that Facebook and that YouTube stream link onto your social media timeline so that the people that you're affiliated with can see this gorgeous thing that has happened here at R90. The last thing I'm going to ask of you at home is, if you're on Instagram, I ask that you take a picture or a video of yourself watching this live stream and then post it up to your Instagram stories and tag at jessie.thoreson.music, as well as Sessions in Place, so we here can see how you at home are watching this. Now, let's enjoy some more Jessie Thoreson.
I found myself walking on the edge of a home that was so wrongfully mine, where the prairie meets the poplar and the pile of bones could tell me you've been living there for a long, long time. But then the crickets gave my steps away, the crickets gave my steps away, the crickets gave my steps away, and the raven called to the wind to curse my name. Try to hide, I try to hide. Coyote in the moonlight, singing a sweet song. Why does she pine? Why does she pine? Well, tiptoeing by the wayside, don't belong, so I try to hide, I try to hide. Coyote in the moonlight, singing a sweet song. Why does she pine? 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 Why? Oh, why? Tiptoeing by the wayside, don't belong, so I try to hide. I try to hide. Coyote in the midnight, singing a sweet song. Why does she pine? Why does she pine? Well, tiptoeing by the wayside, don't belong, so I try to hide. I try to hide. Coyote in the midnight, singing a sweet song. Why does she pine? 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 Why? Oh, why? Thank you again for listening, and welcome back. All the songs we have played so far in the first half of this set and that last one are on our album called Around a River that you can listen to on all streaming platforms. And these next couple songs are not on that album, so listen closely. They're not recorded anywhere until right now. The song is called Flying High. Find myself this way, in the window seat, wondering the day away. I'm flying high, just an excuse to let the day wash by. I'm flying high, just an excuse to let the day go. Veins of the river snake below, the torrents of their water so distant now. I love these heights, love the illusion of flight. I love these heights, love the illusion of flight. the day wash by. I'm flying high, just an excuse to let the day go. Thank you. All right, this next song is also not on the album. It's called Red Wings. And if you need a visualization for it, picture trucking through a desolate desert. You're welcome to follow, but you won't end up where you began. Red wings in the morning, I'm stepping out and breathing in. You're welcome to follow, if you can keep us. The horizon is calling me and I wanna be a risk taker. Promised you I'd meet you somewhere, but I've always been a promise breaker. The horizon is calling me and I wanna be a risk taker. Promised you I'd meet you somewhere, but I've always been a promise breaker. But I've always been a promise breaker. But I've always been a promise breaker.
You
Thank
are
you.
listening to Jessie Thoreson and the Crown Fire. And before we get into the song Lonely Eyes, I kind of want to shed some light into how I met Jessie Thoreson. I met Jessie at Connor Byrne at Open Mic, and I want to give the proper voicing of it. It was basically, I don't want to speak for you, but like, it was our community in a way where we had more of this ritualistic Sunday thing to go to. It was basically our church. And I think that's very important, and that's very much a thing that we all need in this time. And I thought it was applicable to say that right before you play a song called Lonely Eyes.
Yeah, there were a lot of very friendly eyes as opposed to lonely eyes.
Oh my God, yeah.
Very content eyes.
Exactly.
In Connor Byrne on Sundays.
Absolutely. And when the pandemic hit,
it was almost perfect happenstance of us putting together this community of creators and making sessions in place, and this is the community that basically replaced that. So, shout out to community.
Woo! I'd also like to shout out that Pete Bush and I also met in Connor Byrne at an open mic.
Frickin' Connor Byrne. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
The deep abyss of lover's kiss, I thought that I'd be spared, but I found my gaze upon your face, couldn't break it if I dared. Lonely eyes looking into lonely eyes. Lonely eyes looking into lonely eyes. I saw you standing on the corner in the brain, a blank look on your face. Nothing more than a name, and I thought to myself, is there something I can do that would spare us both from the waning feeling of you? Lonely eyes looking into lonely eyes. Lonely eyes looking into lonely eyes. Lonely hearts seeking other lonely hearts. Lonely hearts seeking other lonely hearts. I crossed the street and took your cold hand in mine. I felt no resistance as I pulled you to my side, and we walked together, matching step to step, the rain beating down on my face and my neck. I felt your heart beat through the evening air. I saw my thoughts reflected in the coldness of your stare. Oh, lonely eyes looking into lonely eyes. Lonely eyes looking into lonely eyes. When I saw your face, I felt the comfort of the known. But when I turned my head for a second, I know that you're already gone, already gone. Oh. Lonely eyes looking into lonely eyes. Lonely eyes looking into lonely eyes. Lonely hearts seeking other lonely hearts. Lonely hearts seeking other lonely hearts.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to switch my guitars real quick, and then we got a couple more songs for you.
So let me take this opportunity to tell you at home to go to Instagram, find us on Instagram, Sessions in Place that is, and then go into our bio link tree right there. Boom. Populates with all these links. Click that topmost link, which is an Eventbrite link, and buy a ticket for this beautiful thing that you are witnessing. It not only goes to the band, it goes to Sessions in Place as well as Fremont Abbey, who is the one creating these ticketing links. If you did not know, now you know. And please do it, and do it generously. Thank you.
the push of the mighty sun. I feel the strain of the rising ocean. I feel the burn, I can taste the brine. I hear the clicking of barnacles open and see the tide rolling like the time. We've got to run for the high ground, or the bottom of the deep sound. When those waves roll in, you gotta count your blessings or run like the wind. Gotta run for the high ground, or the bottom of the deep sound. When those waves roll in, you gotta count your blessings or run like the wind. Still tide pools are swallowed in the fray. Water fills your ears, the crashing cacophony goes away. Hold your breath and open your eyes, let it sting. As everything comes alive, we've got to run for the high ground, for the bottom of the deep sound. When those waves roll in, you gotta count your blessings or run like the wind. Gotta run for the high ground, for the bottom of the deep sound. When those waves roll in, you gotta count your blessings or run like the wind. Fear picks your feet up and the swell swallows your pride. Say you're gonna climb mountains, really you're running from the tide. Oh, run and hide, 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 run and hide. We've gotta run for the high ground, for the bottom of the deep sound. When those waves roll in, you gotta count your blessings or run like the wind. Gotta run for the high ground, for the bottom of the deep sound. When those waves roll in, you gotta count your blessings. We've gotta run for the high ground, for the bottom of the deep sound. When those waves roll in, you gotta count your blessings or run like the wind. Gotta run for the high ground, for the bottom of the deep sound. When those waves roll in, you gotta count your blessings or run like the wind. Thank you so much. All right, we have one more song for you. We'd just like to thank Sessions in Place again for keeping this community together during this time. It's been so wonderful to see so many Seattle groups come through and be supported by you guys. And thank you to everyone who's tuned in. It's been such a treat to be here. This is the coolest that I've ever felt performing. All of these lights and cameras are a little nerve-wracking, but very exciting. I'm glad that this show will be captured forever. And so thank you so much for tuning in and being here virtually with us. Again, we are Jessie Thoreson and the Crown Fire. And this next song is the first single off of our album. And requires a little bit of tuning. It's called Long Way to Go, which we actually don't have because this is our last song. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. is harsh, but I like the painful glow. The air is sweet and dusty, it smells like home. A buzz, buzz, a melody that I don't know. The art of me just springing from cracks in the road. We've come a long way, got a long ways to go. We've come a long way, got a long ways to go. Well, we've come a long way, got a long ways to go. We've come a long way, got a long ways to go.
Wow. 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 Jessie Thoreson and the Crown Fire, everyone. Let's all give them a round of applause. Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you for Jessie Thoreson and the Crown Fire for playing here at R90 Warehouse. Always a fun time being here because it really is a playground of lighting. Like, Joe Cole really hooks it up and just is like, hey, play with all the toys. Play in the sandbox. And we do. With help, huge help from Derek Zanto over here. He loves it, I'm sure. Now, you at home, I'm hoping that you donate at least $5 on Venmo. And like I said earlier, one of you is going to be getting this t-shirt right here. Now, you might be asking yourself, who is that? Who's gonna get that? Well, the great thing, even though this is pre-recorded, I can tell you who that is. I can. But I can't right now, but what I can do is in the chat, I will. So I'm gonna give myself a second or two. It's that person. That's the person. I put it in the chat. That's the person. You win. I'm gonna give you a message, and then I'm gonna get your address, and I'm gonna send it to you. Now, you at home, you might be like, man, I really, really, really want some Sessions in Place swag. And luckily for you, we got some swag daddies, which is Derek Zanto and myself, Oliver Stelfox, which we got these beautiful soft enamel pins put together along with these stickers. And if you, on Venmo, give $10 and type in the comment SIP pin, we will send you one with that sticker. And I will send a follow-up comment to get your address so that we can send it to you. If you want to help contribute monthly, we have a Patreon. There's 3 tiers. Choose your own adventure. You'll get some incentives like being listed in the credits, as well as getting to see the rest of the remasters. The most important financial one is Eventbrite, the other thing that has a fee in the word. If you go onto our Instagram, in our bio, there's a link tree there. And then what you do is click that, and then the topmost link is the Eventbrite link. Click that, and then you will get the ability to buy yourself a ticket for this, of which we highly request that you do that. Derek Zanto over here is being dangerous. He's stacking beers. I see ya, and I like it. Anywho, a thing that I love to do each time with Sessions in Place is to give shout outs to each member of the crew that puts forth the time and energy into making these things happen. And this is that time that I do it. So, Sessions in Place is produced by Austin Glass, Ben Strickland, Brent James Driscoll, and myself, Oliver Stell Fox. And it was tech directed tonight by Richard McLean, aka Switchard McLean Cuts, the only person on crew that has a legitimate nickname. And then on Steadicam was Brent James Driscoll. And on Jib was Ben Strickland. I think it is. And Slider Cam, we had Corey Sam. That rhymed. Slider Cam, Corey Sam. He's right there. He's wearing a Topo Chico shirt. Shout out to Topo Chico. Lighting, like I said earlier, Derek Zanto. And watch this. Watch this. Watch what he's going to do. That's right. He gets paid the big bucks. Myself, I did the audio. My name's Oliver Stell Fox. And then behind-the-scenes photography done by Diana Bartos. And you'll be seeing those photos this upcoming Tuesday on Instagram. The social media and PR is done by Carol Faulkner. She keeps up the Kardashians on the Patreon, so enjoy that. This was shot on location at R90, all things lighting and concert stuff galore. It's really fucking amazing here. I love it. Some businesses that we'd love to thank, of course, like I said, R90 with these access to the space and all of these lights, not cameras, so lights, cameras, and actions. No, we bring the cameras and the action. They bring the lighting and the location. Prism Lens Effects for giving us filtration to put over top of our lenses. You Need a Burger has provided us with meals. That is the crew and the talent alike. Everyone got a meal. We're all, I'm hopeful that we're full. And then Black Raven Brewery has provided us with some beers. Thank you guys. Adams with your masks. Shout out to you guys. Do 206 for allowing us to put our content onto your platform, extending our reach. Lovely. And then, of course, Topo Chico providing us with the mineral waters and the swaggy daddies that we need to just throw out to all the people. And then the additional music that you're hearing right now underneath my voice. Wow, listen to that. Man, it's so good. We can't hear it here. Only you at home can hear it. That's done by Tiffany Costello. Now, I have some news to tell you at home, and it might be heartbreaking news. I know it is for me a little bit, a lot of bit. This is actually our last weekly live stream. We are moving to a once-a-month model, and I alluded to something that I wanted to talk about a little bit in conversation, which was community. And I feel like that is a very important thing for people, and what more important time than now to form a community, form a creative collective that we have done. Not like trying to boost our ego or anything. I just think that everyone should find that which provides them life. And that is what this has done for me at the very least, and I hope at the very most all the crew here. Because without this, I don't know where I would be. Mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, I don't know where I'd be. Because like I said, a lot of my community was Connor Byrne, and that was like my church. And for this to be that replacement, like I said, I don't know where I'd be. And this is exactly where I want to be. So I'm so happy and glad that you got to experience this weekly thing with us. And, we're on to bigger and better things. And hopefully this fucking variant isn't going to say no to that. Because if you didn't know, our goal is to make for once a month shows to happen with multiple acts, and for there to be an audience to spectate. And also, of course, alcohol to drink that you buy. And then, we all live and be merry. So, without going too much more in depth and making myself weep, which I'm okay with, because here's my PSA, you're always allowed to feel. I hope that the rest of your night is at least this much as beautiful as what happened here at R90 Land. Thank you. Good night.